Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Danny. Welcome to my corner room with God. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you like the content, y'all smash that like button. And if you don't want to miss out on any of my content, go ahead and hit the notification bell as well. Okay, God was giving me a prophetic word today. So this isn't a teaching, this is more of a prophetic word. The Lord had released me to speak to you guys about this. Now, before we get started, I do want to say check the fruit of this message before you take hold of it, okay? Every word is not meant for you. Every prophetic word, just because it sounds good to you, that does not mean that the word is for you, okay? Um, so definitely check the fruit of it. Speak with God in your quiet place. And this would have been definitely a confirmation of, this will serve as a confirmation, rather. This will serve as a confirmation. The Lord would have already been speaking to you about this in your life. He would have already been sharing this with you. This, again, this is just a confirmation. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so God has been speaking to me about swiftly, suddenly, not fast, excuse me, swiftly, suddenly, speed, acceleration, and also prime. God gave me the word prime last night to go along with this, and I was like, okay, God, what do you mean prime? What's going on with prime? Like, all right, so he told me to look up the word, and so I look up the word, and to define the word, it says here as an adjective, it's of first importance, main. And then number two says of best possible quality, excellence. And then as a noun, it says a state or time of greatest strength, vigor, or success in a person's life. Okay? God has been speaking to me about this in regards to suddenly, swiftly, acceleration with speed, and now he's saying prime. And then he also brought me to a dream that I had already posted with you guys. And so I pray that you guys, whoever this is for, search on my page to see where it's, I think I named it. I had a dream, and it was like the front runners or the runners. So check that out, because I believe that dream does qualify, or does its attachment to this prophetic word. And I'll get a little bit into the dream as like a brief synopsis in a moment. But just to touch on suddenly, swiftly, with speed and acceleration, and now prime, God is saying that you are now going to be in the prime of your life. That speaks to basically, this is going to be like the how can I say, the best years of your life going forward. Okay, all of that turmoil that you was going through, all of that always being looked over, and people always passing you by and never really acknowledging you and the things that you've been working on and the things that you're doing. God says you will no longer be in the back. He says the last shall be first and the first shall be last. Again, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. He's saying in this hour that it is time, that it is prime time, that right now you are at the top tier, you are in the front of the line, you are now been to a point to where you have now matured. God is able to release you into the front of the line now. In that dream that I had, it was like I was dreaming that you were driving a car, that somebody was driving a car, but you were like driving the car. And you know, when you're driving the car, that means you are now in control, right? And so when you're in the dream, you were driving your car, and you were you already had the actual directions as to where you was going, but so you had to put them in the GPS so that you can make sure that you got there. You put them in your phone, the GPS of the coordinates where you need to go to, and then when you got there, you found yourself in this long line. You got there, and it was this long line, and it was like a lot of people kept cutting you off and kept going before you, pushing you further and further to the back of the line. And then eventually, at one point in time, you and a couple of your friends said, you know what? I'm not being pushed to the back of the line no more. I'm going to take it upon myself, basically. And you took off running. I'm talking about, in that dream, I just remember running so fast. I'm talking about with speed, with acceleration. I'm talking about you was gone, like, gone out of here, okay? And then when you got to the destination where you need to get to be shot up to where you need to go, it was like how on a George, I don't know if you guys have seen the cartoon George Jetsons, right? But do y'all remember in George Jetson, like when they sat down on them little, inside the little tunnel thing, and they would shoot them up through this little tunnel, like they would just be gone? That's how it was in my dream. It was like you got to the front of the line, you beat everybody, you was at the very front, nobody was ahead of you, okay? And you sat down in your seat, and the thing just shot you up and out. God said that's the time that you're in right now. This is going to be where you have success in your life, that you will experience success in your life, that you will no longer be in the back, that you will no longer be overlooked, that you will no longer be passed by, that you will no longer be trampled over or dismissed. God says that you're going to be at the front. right now. He says it's prime time. It is prime time. No more delays, no more setbacks. You are now at the time for a time where he's saying that you are the best and that you are now, he's going to put you on display and that now you are going to be at the front of the line. So get ready, get set. If you're not ready, which you should be ready, God says it is time, okay? It is prime time. In Jesus' mighty, powerful name, I pray. I pray that this message locates whoever this message is for. I pray that it finds you in good spirits. I pray and I plead the blood of Jesus over you all. And I hope that you all have a blessed, good, and a wonderful day on purpose. Thank you for joining me here at My Corner Room with God. Until next time, bye.